In this video, I'll go over the precise dates when Social Security Retirement Disability benefits will be sent out and received. August the 1st, SSDI survivor, spousal, and SSI. In addition to significant announcements, have all those dates for you in this video, so let's talk about them and what's going on. Now that August is here, you know what that implies. Yes, another hectic month is here as we have a lot going on, as we do every month. And I would like to make sure that you are aware of all the specific dates in August that we can expect all of that money to go out to the many millions of beneficiaries, as well as some crucial announcements that we will be receiving this month, and I want to draw your attention to all of that once more. To rapidly make this clear, this is what we now know. Nevertheless, as the month progresses, day by day, we will be receiving announcements that are actually crucial. As you've seen over the past few years, there are numerous announcements and pieces of information released virtually every day. But this is what we currently know about as of right now, and once more the important ones I want to draw your attention to. Let's get started and go through the list, but before we do, I would really appreciate it if you haven't already, would you kindly click the subscribe button directly below the video to become a part of the over 500,000 subscribers on the channel? Have already completed, so please accept my sincere gratitude for your support and for being here. I want to do everything in my power to fight for you, and we've provided you with the information to watch. It's a difficult moment out there. I understand that we're all in this together, and we need to stick together right now. I'll take care of the headlines, the research, the questions, and everything else I can for you right now. Difficult times, everyone. Thank you very much. Please feel free to subscribe below. Now, let's speak about what's going on. I'll go through the month in chronological order. To put it another way, I'll start today and work my way through the month, highlighting important dates along the way. I won't, of course, discuss every day since, well, at this point, it would be pointless. Nonetheless, I want to highlight the times that we do want to watch because, as of right now, we know for a fact that things will be released, as well as the many announcements we want to keep an eye out for, given everything that is happening at the moment, and what it implies for every one of us moving forward. All right. With that said, today, the first of the month, is, for those if you are getting SSI, you should be aware that typically you get paid on the first of the month. Since today is not a holiday or the weekend, you have been paid previously, which is clearly quite evident. Realize that, in most cases, your funds should have arrived early in the morning, and you should be sitting on them already, but that's only for today. Tomorrow, we have a few things to take care of. As we approach the second day of the month, there are a few things to discuss. Firstly, for those of you who receive your payments on the 3rd of the month, you might be surprised to learn that the 3rd falls on a Saturday. You should receive your payment tomorrow if you normally receive it on the 3rd day of the month. If not, you're not getting paid on Saturday. We don't get paid on weekends. Your payment tomorrow. Now, since you're aware of who you are, you understand that not everyone receives payment on the 3rd. In this case, you will receive payment tomorrow since you are aware of the 3rd is a Saturday, so let's move on. Next, we have another crucial piece of economic data that will be released tomorrow, the non-farm payroll number, or the job report. If those of you who have been watching the videos on the channel for some time, may have heard me mention this in previous videos, but this is one of the most significant reports that we receive each month, in my opinion. Receive it tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. East Coast time on the first Friday of each month. This is a really significant event that we always receive on the first Friday of the month. Let me simply discuss this for a moment, please. Why is this so crucial? The labor participation rate, the farm payroll, the job market, and the unemployment rate all contribute to one very important number. Regarding the state of the economy, the health of the economy, and the state of employers' businesses, small, medium, and large enterprises. Such information provides us with an extremely clear picture of what is the state of the economy. Although it is a little behind schedule as it pertains to the previous month, it still provides us with a decent image, as I have mentioned in earlier films. You should see this number if you're in the camp, and you know that you're cheering for a stimulus check. The higher this number rises, the more you should travel. This is A figure that, well, is probably depending on how stimulus checks are distributed. As previously mentioned, this isn't always the case, but it provides us with an extremely important overview of the economy, and the greater the probability of stimulus checks, the higher this number. Just stating that, all right, no promises. I'm just stating that this is a crucial component in my view. Just saying that, all right, that's tomorrow, all right. As soon as we have that information, I will bring it to your attention immediately in the morning. Next, we have to fast forward all the way out to the 14th. So next, there will be a lot going on this next week, so don't worry. Oh, and by the way, legislators, you know what they do this time of year? They come out and declare, oh, we're going to stay here and we're going to skip our recess here because we have work to do. Adding, we're going to skip our recess this year. They basically repeat the same thing every year. We're not going to take a break until we finish our work. I apologize, but they have a ton of work to do. Not finished over the past few years here, particularly this year. They have a ton of work to do, so will they abandon their break so they may continue working? They say one thing, however, they act in the opposite way, so we'll see what transpires this next week. Currently, there are trillion-dollar bundles and numerous large, massive pieces of legislation on the table. That need to be done but haven't been done. Will they complete them this week? I don't know, we'll see. All right, we'll see what happens here. But this is going to be really crucial, and August is crucial. They really need to do these things, so we'll see. Nevertheless, let's jump ahead to the 14th of the month, when we have a few distinct first. Let me clarify. This is the time that the the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, will be announced. It is intended to be released bright and early in the This is the July Inflation Report, which will be released once again in the morning at 8:30 a.m. East Coast time. This is a very important report, which is why it is the first of 3 data points that we will be able to ascertain the price of your cola. This is not the official announcement from the cola. Rather, it is the first data point that we must enter. The equation 3 data points are required. This one, good. We have one here. We haven't gotten it yet, but we will get data point number 1, which we will enter in. Incorporate it into the formula. Okay, so here are the first 3 parts of the puzzle. There are still 2 to go, but these might be really important. This is the inflation data for the month of July, and more importantly, it will provide us with a variety of insights into the state of pricing. We'll be able to determine if they are continuing to rise, whether they have leveled off, or whether they could be declining. Personally, I doubt it. We'll see what transpires here. But on the other hand, this will be another instance in which we must go through this data to locate the CPIW, calculates your COLA, and we'll enter that value into this formula. All right, this is going to be really important, and I'm excited about it. That will arrive in a few days. But, that being said, Wednesday the 14th is also the second Wednesday of the month. This is for those of you whose birthdays fall between the 1st and the 10th of the month. Again, just birthdays. For those of you whose birthday falls within that range, this is when you usually receive your Social Security payment, which is on the second Wednesday. Arriving in the month of March between the 1st and the 10th, this is when your checks arrive. Great stuff. Your Social Security payments. So let's start on Wednesday, the 2nd of the month, and work our way up to Wednesday, the 21st. The month, all right. So this is just a reminder for those of you whose birthdays fall between the 11th and the 20th of the month. Normally, your checks arrive on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. Coincidentally falls on the 21st, which is the final day on which you could be able to obtain it, because to the way the calendar fell and the information in the video I posted the previous day, I'm going to show you the payment schedule. Due to the fact that the 1st of the month is today, this is the last day of the month that you might receive it until the 3rd Wednesday. Once more, it is of course Thursday today. I just wanted to quickly bring that up, but speaking of the 21st, this is another birthday. Arriving in between the 11th and the 21st, payments for that group will be dispersed on the 20th and 21st of the month, respectively. All right, let's move forward to the 28th, which is the 4th Wednesday of the month. The 4th Wednesday of the month is when your payouts arrive, and that's for those of you whose birthdays fall between the 21st and the 31st of the month.